Hello, today I have with me Claus-Bernhard Pakleppa. He's the CEO of a Bonn-based consulting company which deals in particular with cultural transformation of organizations. Hello, Klaus.
Hi, Holger. How are you?
I'm good. And today we want to talk about peer coaching, which is a well-known method for coaching people in groups by peers. And you have a method with which you can translate that into the virtual space. But before we come to that, please explain us a little bit what actually is peer coaching.
Yes, thank you, Holger. So if you think about peer coaching has to do with people who normally don't have so many other people to share their problems, their ideas or something with, or when you come out of a leadership position, you're not sure where to share whatever you have as a point, and you don't really want to go to your friend into the pub or something, that you meet with somebody and you can share your situation, your problem, your challenge you have, and you have a structured, guided way with which you follow. And you for example, you present whatever issue you have, and then the other people you're working with start asking good questions. So through asking questions, helping you as a person think about whatever you are facing with, whatever you challenge you have, and through that help you think through something, and through that come to a solution. I think that's the key point. And you can either have that if you are used to it and you know that method, you can have that in a non-facilitated way. Sometimes I experience it really good if you have somebody who really leads you through that, so somebody who holds the space and who's just there for making sure that you can share whatever it is, and then if you have enough time, you can go to the second or third person, and it's a good way to have that in small groups. And if you talk about cultural transformation, it's a good way of thinking about where are you in whatever leadership challenge you are, and what is the things you can do with it, for example.
Thank you very much. I'm well aware of the format, and I've seen it many times in physical settings. It's quite an intimate format. So I'm curious to hear from you, how do you translate that into the virtual space?
Yes, basically, it's not such a big challenge. The key point, if you translate it into the virtual space, is you need to, again, build that intimate space you just talked about. And the intimate space is a space which is safe again, where you have to be sure that you are not interrupted. And you need to have a good tool, and a good technical tool. I think in most of the situations, it's really good to have a video possible. Especially if you don't know each other. And then I think the key point, what is different through in that format to the non-virtual world, is that you have to be much more focused in regard to the time which you give. So you can't say, okay, let's stay another 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and it's more challenging in the video in the sense of really staying focused. So I think the key point is that, especially if it's facilitated, that somebody helps really say, okay, now you have 5 minutes for that. Now you have 5 minutes for that. So guiding you again step by step through that format, and in the end, using the same good questions. I think the key questions is good. If you have a good technique, a good tool, not technique, if you have a good tool, technical tool, you can use that, and you can use that in an international setting very easily.
Thank you very much. That sounds very intriguing. I'd love to see it, and maybe we have an opportunity in the upcoming virtual collaboration campus to have an experience of that. Thank you, Klaus.
I would love that. Thanks.